So I'm not super good at this yet. I just know that there's no video on YouTube, or not a whole lot, as far as body dropping a Ford Ranger. I'm no expert. I'm absolutely no expert. So I'm just going to vlog and show basically what I'm going to do, how I'm going to do this. There are probably always better ways, but I've talked to several people, got some advice here and there, and I think the way I'm at least going to start, we're going to be on this adventure together. This is the front section from a 94 Splash that I used as a parts donor to get my 93 Splash up and running. So basically the same frame. This one's been abused pretty heavily. So. My driveway is a nightmare with old vehicles, but we're gonna do it. Yeah. Oh, I'm pretty sure we're gonna catch right there too. So I'm just gonna kind of try and get out of it what I need. It was obviously on air at one time, maybe. The truck when I got it, I may insert a picture, was pretty rough. So took it apart, motor trans, the dash was crack free, which was pretty exciting. But all the motor and transmission, everything else has been in my other truck, and we've got a lot of Rangers sitting around between me and my friends. Scavenge parts off it left and right, but this is the frame off of it. So far, what I think I'm going to do, and like I said, we're learning here. This section of the frame that goes directly underneath the cab is going to be my reference point for, I suppose, being level with the ground. This spot and this spot right here, just the tops on both sides, are parallel to each other. I'm going to take here on this flat spot where it starts to turn up right here in this radius. I'm going to cut probably right here. Just come square off this side, come straight down. I've been told I need to take, if I was going to keep the frame and use this frame, I have to take 3 1/4 inches off from the top side to lay rocker. This measures about, I think it's like 6 1/2, 6 1/4, something like that. So what I'm going to do is cut here, come in with some probably 2x3 square tube, and we're going to back half basically we're going to use the front section of the frame and then build the entire rear of the truck out. I'm going to cut here and then have the square tube intersect right here, kind of tie it in, but the cab, I believe the cab stops here. So I'm probably going to come down here like this, radius right like this, to make it look better and flow. And then we're probably going to make our own cab mounts. We'll see how all that goes. But I'm pretty excited about this project. My personal goal is to have it at Mini Nats 2025. I was kind of joking around. I really wanted to go this year. Didn't end up going, but I told myself, well, I was going to try and have my truck done static, running and driving in time to go, and I never thought I'd achieve that goal, but I did. So we're just going to set that as a high goal this year, and if we're there, will be. I'm gonna go either way, but if I'm there with the truck, that'll be sweet. Got to be careful trusting other people's stuff. This is where the bag bracket was welded on. You can see where that's rusted, maybe. But anywhere that's rusted, it wasn't welded all the way through. We're gonna go back with some Rick's Rangers parts. That was easy enough. Cut one side and pried the other side off with a hammer. Got her cleaned up. Next step is going to be cutting those off. Getting all that stuff out of the way so I can make good marks. Nice and square and precise. That is 6 inches exactly. If we pull from right here, we're looking at 6.5, so maybe that's where the measurement comes from. So we are going to have to Z the front section of the frame down. So do something different with this cross member here, and then cut. I'm going to cut probably here in this opening, and then we will be going down basically about 3 inches and plating it back up. I'm going to pull from here just like I did on the last side, and I came back to 47 inches. The cab actually comes up to about here. On my other truck, I've got Rick's raised radius arm brackets, and they use that bolt and then these two right here. So the bracket comes up, I'm pretty sure at the front of the bracket is where the cab is at. So from my line to there is probably about a foot. I'm going to get a measurement on the other frame. We're going to draw a line across here and then radius it and come down to the 3-inch mark and come back like this. The reason I'm going here where I'm at is because I can cut square here, then lay the new tube on the ground and weld it in here instead of trying to fight getting it tacked in up here at this radius and do all the math. So here's what I'll close the video with. Kind of what I come up with. I'm going to take it up to the shop where the fab tables are at to actually get it tacked in place and put together. And that'll be my next episode. While it's up there, I'm going to get this cross member cut out and get a new one made up to go in its place. Probably running from here to here-ish. I don't know, because I need to cut here. So maybe just slightly behind there. Come up over. We'll see. I need to look at my other truck and see where it can go. This material, I'm not sure that I want to go with it. It's the same thickness as the frame itself. But I don't know. We'll see. I'll have to get some other stuff. This is raised up off the ground as it's sitting here. So when I take my level, my digital level, I put it on the ground here where it's sitting and zero it. And then if I set it here, whenever I push that down flat, the level goes to 0. So I'm pretty confident that when we get it on a fab table and push that down and get everything clamped into place, that it'll be correct. Anybody with more insight is welcome to chime in. Like I said, I'm not trying to act like I know what I'm doing. I'm gonna kind of learn along the process. One great thing is that this is just a spare frame that I've got sitting around, and if I butcher this completely, I'll just use the frame that the truck is actually sitting on. Learn from my mistakes. So we'll see you next time at the fab shop. Thanks. Thank you for watching. If this is something you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. Share this with your Ranger friends. If you have comments or suggestions, I'm all ears. I have plenty of truck-related projects planned for the future.